Hello everyone and welcome back to Dinkum. My name is Melanie B. This is now episode 5 in our Sonola Speed Bell series, and it's going to be from August 1st to August 7th on the Saturday. Now this is not going to feature any of the new Summer Sun update just yet. We'll start featuring that in episode 6. But for this one, we're just going to get started on the first day of fall in year number 3. And here we are on Sunday the 1st, heading into the mines. Now I really went into the undergrowth here with nothing in particular in mind. I always like to get some iron because I'm always in short supply on that. And I also wanted to get some marble and just like some of the small pilly seeds. But we certainly got a lot of marble this day. And I think taking my glider into the mines is really handy. It makes it way easier to navigate. And then at the end of the day, we decided to go back to our farm and process some of our ores, and also we made some more planks, lots more planks. And we grinded up some shiny rocks as well. And even though it was very late, we just kept going late into the night. And we even went out and collected some more resources. Always in need of more grass seeds. I also wanted to get some pinecone seeds as well. And after a long day, we went to bed, or we tried to. Next day, more resource gathering. This time I was trying to get some more of those blackwood seeds. I think that might be my favorite tree in this entire game. I also decided to get some of the river reeds and some lily pads as well. Then later in the day, we headed back over to our bell site, and I laid down some more coconuts so we can plant some coconut trees. I was trying to create a little separation at that point right there. And even more tree planting. Now we used quite a variety of seeds here. We used some wattle seeds. I had a bit of the lime seeds and pine cones, some of the blackwood seeds, a little bit of everything. And then in between the palm trees, we put some more banana trees just to kind of thicken up the wall of trees. Now over here is just doing some more terraforming just to create like a bit of separation for our main area. Because I wanted this area to be sort of enclosed. Because it is meant to be sort of a nature reserve. And I figured I would set up another campsite area around here. So anybody who wanted to like come to the reserve and sleep in the park, this would be the perfect place. And some more terraforming over here. Formerly there was a little croc always living in this area, but we had to evict him because we certainly could not have any wild creatures attacking our residents. And here we're just doing some more underwater terraforming. So again, we were just working well into the night, but here we go, up to bed. Next morning, more resources gathering. This time I was gathering nut seeds. Certainly found a lot of beehives. Got quite a little collection going over here. And then later that day, we went back over to our project site and we're just filling in some trees here. Now this is the newly terraformed area. And kind of just want to make sure it was enclosed. And again, we just used a variety of tree seeds, some of the lime, the bush lime, the wattle seeds, and blackwood and pine cone. On occasion, we'll use some of the gum nut as well. And it was pretty randomly dispersed to make it look natural. Next morning, we were working on the beach side, planting a few more bananas. Then once again, off to collect some more for grass seeds and pine cone. And later that day, we planted even more trees, lots of pine cones over here. Now this is kind of in the back of where the farm is. Just wanted to create a nice backdrop behind the farm. And here we planted a mix of blackwood, some pine cone, and some gum nuts. And right here, I decided I wanted to make a small, tiny land bridge. So it kind of slightly separated the two sections of water. And there's that croc. I hadn't sent him his eviction notice yet, but he'll get it. And over here we kind of created a little cul-de-sac platform. And I just surrounded it with some river reeds, and in the center we planted a blackwood tree because it's a gorgeous tree. And then I was off to bed. Next day we went back over to finish up what we started. So I was gonna get to work on a little mini campsite area, put down some more trees. But I was kind of indecisive about exactly how I wanted this area to look. So just a lot of random placements. And then I was just going around the perimeter of the different ponds and just lining it with river reed seed, but I ran out. And here we're just lining the ponds with some fencing. Now because we're gonna include some of our critters in here, so we needed to make sure they were protected. Then I kind of put down some pathing in our cul-de-sac area. And now we lined the outer perimeter. We did some the river reed seeds on the brown earth. And on the sand, we kind of put some of the spinifex tuft and some of the fern seeds. And we were just kind of alternating between the spinifex and the fern. Got to work getting that all planted. And as per usual, we were working very late into the night again. And up to bed we go. It was a struggle to get to bed. Then we head over to Irwin to get our little pet puggle. And this was going to be our first residence in our nature reserve. And in she goes. She seems to like it. And I added a couple more dens here. I'd already placed one yesterday, but I added 2 more because I still want to add 2 more of the puggles into this body of water. And I kind of create sort of a landing area so they can come up when they don't want to swim around anymore. I decided to add 1 wooden bridge, and I added another land bridge as well. And just around the perimeter of the water, we just lined it with some more river seed. This is the second bridge, and that's the other enclosure. And of course we were running out of some river reeds, so we collected a bit more. Now we're gonna make a bridge that leads from over by our farm area over into our nature reserve. So we're just gonna clear out 1 layer of the sand here. Just trying to make sure it was centered. And I wanted to create sort of a centerpiece for the entrance area. So we're just going to put in some flowers right here. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. And I randomly decided to change out some of the dirt right here too. And I was digging out the spot so I can put some flower beds in there. And now back over by our new campsite area, I decided to create some privacy with some trees again. So a bunch more pine cone, and I was pretty low on blackwood seeds, so we could only put in one blackwood tree, but it was mostly pine cones around here. But we just needed to create a wall of trees. And as per standard, we are working late into the night once more. So we're pretty much just filling in more of the foresty area, just making it a little bit more lush and thick. And here is our privacy wall made of trees. And we're just finishing up on our little centerpiece area here. At first I thought maybe I can put the butterbrush seeds into the planter boxes, but I could not. So then I moved the flannel flower seeds into the boxes and then the wattle seeds around it. And then it was off to bed again. And now it is Saturday. Figured I'd fill in some more of the green grass, the fir grass. My favorite grass in the game. So green. Then we went over to the campsite again. And I moved out some of the red cloth. And we also put down the barbecue here. And I added some more fir grass into this area too. And then around the entire perimeter of our reserve, thought I would add in a few wooden torches to light the place up at night. And now I think it's time for the tour. So here we are over by our marketplace. And around this area, we just filled in a whole bunch more of the darkwood trees, the blackwood tree and the pine. Kind of got a little close off area, so a path we can follow. There's probably going to be a seating bench back there. And we of course put in the cement bridge here. No much change over on this side. That's our initial campground. That's outside of the reserve. And this is the entrance. Got a little flower box there. And here is our first enclosure. Got one den in this one because it's pretty tiny. Now the entire reserve is surrounded by fencing. Now this little lake here, it doesn't have any fencing because there's not going to be any animals in there. And over on this enclosure, have 3 dens in this one. I think I might add a seating in here at the end of the cul-de-sac so people can sit and watch the critters in here. Went and said hello to Shania. And over here is our other campsite as well. And of course there is just some fencing around here as well. But I think that is gonna be it for this week's episode. Now if you enjoyed this particular episode, please like the video, and I think in episode 6 we will start using some of the Summer Sun update new goodies and treats, but I think that's going to be it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching.